right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina. We're going to be doing yoga core today. So we're going to take, because we're using our core, we're going to take everything a little bit on the slow side this time. We're going to take a couple of breath times where we just sit and just relax, whether it be laying, sitting, or standing. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to sit in the seated position, and we're just going to take 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. But the first one I want you to take in, and I want you to exhale through your mouth and just let go of all the stress of today. So let's go ahead and begin. And exhale through the mouth. Feel free to close your eyes. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to exhale through our mouth or nose, whichever you need to get you to that happy spot. One more deep breath in. And exhale, opening the eyes. We're going to go ahead and bring our arms up. Our inhale. Exhale, coming down by our side. Exhale, coming up. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. And exhale. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to practice warming up our twist a little bit to make sure we don't pull any muscles. So we're going to bring our arms up. And we're going to twist to the right. Bring them up. Twist to the left. Up. Twist to the right. And up. Twist to the left. We're going to do this one more time. Up. To the right. Up. And to the left. Come back up to center. Bringing our hands down. The right hand is going to meet the mat. We're going to bring the left back up. We're going to reach over to our right side. Just hang out here for a second. Feel the whole left side rib cage opening up. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, coming to the other side. Inhale, coming up. Now we're going to do the full twist. So we're going to put our left hand on our right shoulder, right hand behind our glutes, and we're going to look over our right shoulder, doing the seated twist, keeping our spine nice and straight. Bringing your hand to the back of your glutes. So they should be touching, keeping that spine nice, upright, and relaxed. With our inhale, we're going to release the stretch, coming back to center. Bring our arms up. Exhale into our twist. Lifting over that left shoulder. arms down. You put your right hand on your left palm, like right hand on your left knee, palm up. And you take this, your left hand, go over to your right. This is going to give you a little bit deeper stretch in your obliques area. Inhale, coming up, switching over. Inhale, coming up, and forward fold. And this is where some of y'all, if you have a block at home, you can feel free to put your forehead on it, to relax down. Some of you would put your hands on it and then put your forehead. Just depends on where you at with your stretch. I use this opportunity to stretch out my shoulders from getting tight. Okay, now we're going to walk our hands over to our right, do a forward fold stretch. All right, come back to center, walk it back to center. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and start walking to the left side. Okay, walk back to center. See if you can get a little bit deeper into your stretch from when we first started. Keeping the tailbone engaged and planted on the ground. Inhale, coming up. Pull your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Okay, now we're going to come into the tabletop. Making sure that your hands are stacked up underneath your wrists and knees are underneath your hips. We're going to start with our cat-cow. Okay, and cat, we're going to take an inhale, tuck in our hip bones, curving our backs. We're going to hold this. Exhale, coming into cow, lifting our heads, curving the back. Inhale, out. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back, pushing our hips back into child's pose. Remembering big toes touching, knees out. And just relax the forehead to the ground. Concentrate on your breathing. See where your rhythm is at. Inhale, coming back to tabletop. Making sure that our hips are spaced, our knees are up underneath our hips, and wrists are up underneath our shoulders. Now we're going to do a spinal balance. This is where we take our right hand forward, and we're going to extend our left leg. Making sure that our core is nice and strong. Might be a little wobbly at first. Inhale, exhale, coming down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, bring the left hand up and right. And if you're losing your balance, always you can bring your big toe down to the ground to help with your balance. Last inhale. Exhale, coming back down. All right, we're going to do this a couple more times with 2 breaths and coming back. So right hand up, left. Back down. Switching to the other side. Now we're going to push our hips back into child's pose again, giving you a minute to relax. Come back to tabletop. We're going to take our right hand up and we're going to thread the needle. Coming all the way through. Shoulder on the ground, head flat. Take your left hand and you can put it behind your back if you're more advanced. If not, you can keep your hands right in front of you. Go ahead and put your hand back in position and coming back up into tabletop. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling. Bringing the left hand up and thread through. Back into tabletop. And pushing back into child's pose. And if your shoulders are a little sore, you can always put them down by your hands down by your feet. Back into tabletop. Turning our toes into the ground. Going up into the downward facing dog. If your wrists give you problems, you can always do fists. Or you can also do puppy, which is your knees planted on the ground and your forearms flat on the ground. With your head between your arms. And this is puppy. Okay, go ahead and pedal your feet a little bit just to shift some of the weight. See what muscles are a little tight. See if one side is tighter than the other or if they both balance. Back to our toes. Slight bend in our knees. Okay, go ahead and walk your feet up to your hands until we're in a forward fold. This is where you can use a block as well. If you don't want to hang and you need a little bit more balance, you can always place your hand on the block here. And always Fold your arms forward, or you can just place them flat or crossed. Okay, we're going to inhale, bringing our hands up. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Back to forward fold. Placing hands flat on the ground. Back into downward facing dog. Elevate our right foot straight behind us, and we're going to hold. For people that are more advanced, if you want to do a twist, just bend the knee and twist it to the side. Center, bringing it down slowly. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Next, left foot. If you would like, you can go ahead and bend it and into a twist. And bring it down. Walking our feet back to our hands. Into that forward fold. Placing our fingers underneath the palm or the balls of our feet. Stretching the back of the knees and the calves. Releasing and inhale coming up. Exhale coming down. Okay, now we're going to lift our right leg, putting all our weight on our left. We're going to put our left hand on the right, and we're going to twist. If you can't do that, you can always point the toe and twist back. Keep the balance. And you can go in between just until you can catch your balance. You can look back. Back to center, releasing out of the pose. Taking a deep breath in. And we're going to exhale to the other side. fold. Relaxing that lower back. Okay, we're going to inhale. Bring the arms up. We're going to exhale into chair pose. Inhale, coming up. Forward fold. Sweeping our hands. Inhale, coming up. Back into chair pose, just not as deep. Bring our hands together. Twisting to our left with our right elbow on our left knee. Inhale, coming up. Inhale in our hands, coming back up. Bring our hands all together and twist to the other side. Into the chair pose. Into forward fold. Taking a deep breath in. Lifting our hands. Exhale, coming into mountain pose. Just with your palms facing forward and just relax. Giving your body a minute to come back. Two more breaths. Okay, we're going to inhale, bring our arms up. We're going to exhale, so that forward fold. Placing our hands on the ground. Okay, we're going to walk our hands out just a little bit and walk our feet out to a high plank. Okay, we're going to slowly lower our bodies, starting with our knees, our thighs, bellies, and then our chest. Hands being on the sides of our chest. Push up into cobra. Coming back down. Push back into cobra. One more time up into cobra. Coming back down. Okay, we're going to extend our right arm in front of us. And extend the left. Stretching. And the left one back. Rolling over to our backs. Bringing our knees into our chest. Now we're going to do what they call a core workout. We're going to extend the left knee or the left leg. Lift our head up off the ground. Have our toes pointed. And we're just going to rotate each side. Having your head up off the ground, almost like doing a crunch. Bringing both knees back into chest, lowering our heads back to the ground. And at this time, you can do like a self massage, and it's just basically rolling your legs to the right, like we do with our neck. Working out all the little kinks in our lower back and in our sacrum. To the left. Hug the knees again. Bring our left knees down. We're going to do the figure 4, where we cross the left ankle over the right knee. Gonna lift it up, pull it towards us. Stretching our lower back, glutes, piriformis. While you're here, you can take the right foot, rotate it to the right, to the left. Point and flex it. Pull the knee a little bit closer to you, get a little bit deeper stretch. Hold. Now lower the legs, still keeping the figure four. Bring your arms out beside you. I'm going to twist to our right, looking to our left. Sometimes you'll feel a shift in your spine. It's okay. Just your muscles relaxing and letting your bones go. Back to center. Bringing the left leg down. Bringing the right one, making that figure four. Bringing it up. Towards the chest. Rotating the ankle to your left. Right. Point your toes, legs. Point, legs. One more time. Try to be a little bit closer into you, getting a little bit deeper of a stretch. Slowly releasing, bringing it down. Hands out on your side. Twist in, down to your left, looking to your right. chest. And cross your feet at the ankle and rock forward. Coming up into a forward fold. Point the toes towards you. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the right leg, we're going to cross it over. Our foot should be against our left knee. We're going to put our left hand on our knee. We're going to twist back, putting that right hand behind our glutes, looking over our right shoulder. Just doing another variation of a seated spinal twist. You can always hug your knee as well, whichever is comfortable for you. Go ahead and release. Coming back to the forward fold. To the other side. So we're gonna fix our left over our right, and we're gonna twist. Back to center. Do another forward fold. Release. Come back into our seated position. Be aware of our shoulders being nice and long. Rest your hands on your knees or in your lap, whichever is comfortable. Take a deep breath in, and lift up at the ceiling. And exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Chin to chest. Take a deep breath. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Ears. Breath. Take a little bit of a deeper stretch. You take your hands and place it on the crown of your head. And just give it a slight back to center. Your right shoulder. Center. Turn to the left. Left shoulder. Take our right ear to right shoulder. A little bit of a deeper stretch. Take the right hand, left side of the head. Slightly relax it on there. Don't put all your weight. Release. Back to center. We're gonna do half circles. So just take the chin to chest, rotate to the left, go down, rotate to the right. Just a light little half circles. Do a full circle to the left. Full circle to the right. Center. In. Focus on our breathing. Check in with your body. See what's tense. Lift our shoulders up to our ears. Like we're shrugging our shoulders. Hold. Relaxing down slowly. Shrug the shoulders back up. Take a few moments, close your eyes, just focus on your breathing. Where's your rhythm at? Are we out of breath? Are we nice and calm? Take a few more seconds just to connect with ourselves. That's the end of our core stretching for today. I want to thank everybody for coming and joining us this evening and practicing with me. I enjoyed all of y'all. And if anybody has any questions, I can answer them now. Everybody good?
After today's workout, could we be sore? It's like maybe like here.
Definitely. Today, definitely.
And then balancing, you have to balance, I felt stronger on one side than the other. So does that mean that I'm either favoring one side of my body more than the other if I'm able to balance?
I mean, most of the time we are stronger on one side than the other, and that means we just need to focus on the other side, on maybe trying to hold the position more, or doing some other exercises that strengthens that side, so we can balance out. But the more that we stretch and do balancing techniques, they automatically become stronger. Yes. Even if you only did 10, 20 minutes a day, that will eventually get you stronger and fitter.
When I do my legs like this, it's like I can do it for a little bit, for a while, but then it started getting sore, and I find myself going like this. So if I continue on doing this, will it get better though?
You can. I don't like kind of cross them, because that's more like an Indian style.
Yeah.
Or a lotus pose. I kind of keep them in front of each other, one in front of each other.
Yeah, like that.
And sometimes it's because we have tight biceps or hamstrings that's causing the pull up. And if it's pulling up, it's mainly the quads, not the biceps. I don't know why I say biceps. Quads that are tight. So you probably want to do more lengthening, like, and I can't do it all the way back, but just kind of leaning back and having that nice little pull in here, stretching the quads a little bit, because it's probably your quads that it might be a little bit tight. And you need to loosen them up. So I would practice that while you watch the TV, just sitting like this and then leaning back every so often. It works on your core as well as working on the stretching of your quads.
Because I haven't done my walking like 3 weeks now, and I can tell the difference. It's like I'm getting still. I'm like, oh no, I gotta get back on it again. Because I'm just busy. It's like, oh, geez.
Another thing you can do is you can take your like when you're sitting on the floor and just kind of like rotating like this, doing like a windshield wiper. It's gonna loosen up everything in the hip flexors and stuff to kind of give you a little bit more mobility. And eventually, like I said, the more and more you do it, the stronger we get, and the more flexible we get. But it has to be more of a consistent thing, whether it be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe every morning, maybe one day every evening. Really depends on what your lifestyle is like.
Yeah.
And one more question: when you're doing a balancing exercise, how long do you want to hold it? Like, how long is too long?
I don't think there is a too long really in
Okay.
yoga. I think if you can work yourself up to about a minute or two, that would be
So, like,
great.
if you're
But
doing
if
like
you have to
this,
start,
if you're doing like and then okay.
I mean, if you can do it like that, that's really, really good. Most people start out with 30 seconds and then work themselves up until they can get further along to 2 to 3 minutes.
Wow.
But it'll be really sitting there, timing yourself and focusing on it. And I give myself little goals each week to go a little bit further.
Okay.
But I noticed if I skip a day or two, then it's almost like I'm right back to one again. Maybe not one, but I'm back.
Not as much. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it seems like it's just memory muscle.
It is memory muscle, and sometimes we have bad memory muscles, and we have to retrain our muscles to do it the correct way. And that's a big thing. And I have to always remember myself when I do forward fold or downward dog, you can take both of your fists and put them side by side, and your toes should be literally on either side at all times to kind of space them out. Because a lot of times I have my feet too close together, and it should be like this.
Oh,
So they should be spaced out. And a lot of time, because you want to make sure that your hips are positioned correctly and they're stacked. So that's when you tend to get a lot of injuries, when we don't stack our joints correctly. Any other questions? I don't know if anybody has any questions online because I don't know how to do it. You
Well,
wanna
no,
ask them
if they
tomorrow?
have a question, they would unmute, right, ladies?
Oh, okay, great.
Um, Let's see. Let me just make sure there was no chat going on. Shell says, awesome stretch. Thanks.
Thank you for joining.
Okay. So ladies, if you don't have anything else, then Miss Tina's gonna bid you all farewell and good night, eh? You don't have anything else?
Thank you, and thank you for joining. We'll see all y'all in church on Sunday.
Okay, just listen up. If yoga want Tina to continue this in January, please send me a message or something to let me know so that we can see if we can get Miss Tina to continue. So please let us know, because we're only doing these 2 classes, but if y'all want this to continue, we can start back up in January if Miss Tina has the time. So let me know what you think. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love you and be blessed.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
It was,
I'll go to wherever you have classes.
I was just doing classes right here, right now, because in January,